Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to talk about great ideas from a great book called A Man Thinketh by James Allen. I read this book years ago, but I didn't really understand it, so recently I reread it and I was amazed that this book is actually very powerful. So let me ask you a question. Do you have a specific goal that you want to achieve? Typically, advice books will tell you to pursue your goals by following deliberate steps and taking certain actions, listing your priorities, cleaning and organizing your desk, or practicing your networking skills. Well, that's not the kind of advice that you'll find in this book. Instead, this book aims to help you realize the power that you already possess. Watching this video, you'll find out how everything in your life, from your strength of character and your physical health to your life circumstances, are determined by your thoughts. Okay? You'll find out how to make the most out of this unfounded freedom. So I'm going to share with you 4 best ideas from this book. All right? Idea number 1. By mastering our thoughts, we can change our lives. Okay, have you ever sat and wondered what makes us humans as we are? It's a puzzling question, but here's a clue to start you off. Man is the sum of his thoughts. Okay? Just as a plant sprouts from a tiny seed, each action we perform is an outgrowth of our thoughts. From these actions, patterns emerge. Okay? In turn, these patterns constitute our character, and our character or personality begins with our thoughts. So why is this important? Have you ever known someone who always seemed to give up on projects or relationships and at the same time had a pretty pessimistic attitude? Yes, you guessed it. Those two things, attitude and action, are closely related. Underachievers tend to disappoint themselves because they think very little of themselves to begin with. Attitude problems often snowball and have severe consequences. Yet, there's a very simple solution. If our thoughts shape our character, it's only logical that changing our thoughts will change our character too, right? Now, by changing the nature of their thoughts, pessimistic people might find that they have a bit more to smile about. So anyone who attempts to master his thoughts can do much more than eliminating negative character traits. So by working on it the right way, any individual can even obtain what the author refers to as divine perfection. In other words, by weeding out bad or useless thoughts, a person can bring joy, strength, and peace and wisdom to his life. Those are some pretty attractive benefits, right? So why not starting mastering your thoughts today? After all, the alternative isn't pretty. Unmanaged thoughts can make you into your biggest obstacle. Negative thoughts literally have the power to destroy the things you cherish and love. Idea number 2. The world we live in doesn't just shape us, we shape it too. Ever failed miserably at something and then blame it on someone else? The unpleasant phone call you had with your mom the other day, and in some particular nasty childhood experience? Blaming failure on external factors is something we're all guilty of. It might make us feel better, but it only sets us back. Our circumstances, that is all those external factors that impact our lives, are closely linked to our character. But they are not linked in the way you might first assume. It's all too easy to think that our experience and our living conditions shape who we are. But the truth is, we shape our world just as much as it shapes us. Rather than being a mere product of circumstance, our character has considerable influence over what kind of situation we end up in. So if you end up in a very bad situation, it's not because the outside world or fate brought you there. Rather, thoughts and attitudes you had about the outside world led you to the very situation that got you in trouble. Of course, it's not always clear whether character or circumstance exert more influence on any given situation. We all know those people who have the hearts of gold and yet still face terrible adversity. We all know also many greedy, dishonest people who live satisfied lives surrounded by wealth and admirers. This means that deducing someone's character from their circumstance is impossible. So likewise, we can't always predict the circumstances someone will end up in by examining their character. So many people in a very bad situation have unpleasant characteristics, but some of them have admirable sides as well. Okay, idea number 3, work towards better health and other goals by cultivating positive thoughts. Some of us age gracefully, while some of us, to put it simply, to put it lightly, do not. Bad habits, lack access to healthcare, unfortunate genes all play a role. But there's one factor we often forget to consider: our attitude. We've already seen what a powerful influence our thoughts have on both our character and the conditions we face. It should come as no surprise then that our thoughts influence our bodies as well. Unhappy thoughts have a lot of unfortunate side, and you can have headaches and higher heart rate. On the other hand, thinking thoughts of joy and happiness are powerful enough to make us feel happier and younger too. So if you want to feel better about your body, try directing your thoughts towards feeling better altogether. Directing your thoughts is crucial if you want to achieve any sort of goal. So whether you intend to reach a new height in your workplace or your relationships, it won't be possible unless you focus your thoughts on that goal. So this means letting go of the thoughts that distract you from your goal. So if you notice that a certain thought is standing in the way of your purpose, for example, making you afraid, pessimistic, uncertain, so you gotta let it go. Okay? This isn't easy at first, but your mind is like a muscle. So with practice, you can train to think more effectively, positively, and purposely. Idea number 4, we're solely responsible for our ability to succeed. So dream big. So in idea number 2, we learned that external factors are to blame for the way we are or the mistakes that we made. This may seem like a great burden. However, are we solely to blame for our failure? This doesn't seem like a very helpful attitude, right? So let's change our perspective. If we feel like we're being victimized, we're bound to think like victims and continue being oppressed. Yet if we don't let ourselves feel like victims, it's harder for others to make us their victims. Therefore, it's crucial that we understand that our ability to free ourselves lies in our hands. So no matter the circumstances we face, we should stay true to our values and ideals. Our highest aspirations and dreams are what give us the impetus to turn our dreams into achievements. That's why it's very important to keep our dreams alive. Dreaming also lets us discover new worlds. Christopher Columbus dreamed of another world. Without this dream, he would never have been able to discover it on his voyages. So if you master your thoughts by changing your character and your circumstances for the better, and if you direct your thoughts to all that you wish to achieve, and if you open your thoughts to the dreams that inspire you, then you'll discover that life itself has a new quality. Serenity, a serene way of being, is the mark of someone who has learned to live and live well with his thoughts. It takes time to get there, but there's no doubt that it's worth it. So the central point of this book is that thought is the key to our lives, our character, and the ability to achieve. The circumstances we face and even our physical health are all shaped by the thoughts that we have. By learning to change our thoughts for the better, we can change our lives as well. Thank you for watching.